This is the sexy Brutale that we have going through here. So I'm in game currently just because this is going to be New Game Plus. So I'm just going to show off what New Game Plus actually means. So this game is a isometric puzzle platformer where we have to save all the different guests in the day. So we'll be saving all of these several guests and such. And it's a whole Groundhog's Day mechanic. So throughout the day, we'll repeat the same actions, and all the people will be viewing the same thing. So this is the overworld map. We won't be using this in game, but it at least can show you guys what what will be happening. This run is basically a whole lot of routing. So as the time progresses throughout the day, all these people will move into different places, and I've got to try to do certain actions to be able to save all the guests. And it'll be a fun run. I've got Murtag with me here, who knows some things about this game.
I've never played the game before, but
That's
Tricrow was
okay.
explaining it before, and it sounds like it'd be a pretty cool, fast-paced run, I think.
Cool. So I'm just going to exit out. There's loads of different spawn points in the game, and lovely music, by the way. There's loads of different spawn points. I'm going to be going into the game, and I'll say when I start, okay? So don't worry about it. Yeah, so in this run, we basically try to pick the save point that's actually the most optimal to go from, and then it's routing from there. Okay, so if we're ready, 3, 2, 1, go. Go. Yes, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have slept an amount from then, so don't worry. Hopefully this should be better than my... So the first thing I need to do is set the clock to 4 p.m. So let's not screw that up. Okay. Yeah, okay, we did that trick. Yeah,
Yeah,
cool,
nice.
nice. So didn't screw up on that one. It's nice. I'm actually going to be able to play with mouse and keyboard again. For some reason at my home setup, it kept detecting a controller, and so it wouldn't let me use anything but the controller. And it just feels so much nicer to just use mouse and keyboard rather than having to deal with controller things in this. So the first two I'll be saving is Thanatos and Aurorum. They have this whole, they die in a elevator sort of thing, and we've got to set the right code, because they managed to set the code wrong, and we've got to set it all okay and right. So the way we do that is by setting all these three machines to hearts. And so essentially we basically need to turn these machines 3 times, and we'll be visiting these a few times during the, we'll be visiting 2 more of these.
It's not random, it's always 3 pulls.
Yeah, so it's pretty much always 3 pulls. This is basically one of my first speed games, and it's the exact opposite of all speed games that I usually do, since there's basically no RNG. It's basically all routing. The next thing I'm gonna do is turn it to 8 p.m. because the other clock we're about to run across, he doesn't get to until just 7:50. It's really fun being able to route out at each point. Each character goes to specific locations and does things. I really do. This game is really delightful. I wish it could have explored more of its concepts and all that sort of thing. I know, right? It's crazy. Going through here. Okay, so the only RNG in this game. Okay, so I mean, if there's not any real RNG, the only RNG in this game is the door. Are the doors gonna work, or is it gonna lag for 5 seconds, and just not work, or do something like this where it doesn't load into the area properly? There you go. It took a second.
That was interesting.
Oh, some reason I got into the Anyway, okay, Zed. You get all different powers from all the people you save throughout the mansion. One power we got here was through the lantern things there. We're able to see ghosts when we turn on the lantern. So here's the last one we have to pull here. So we'll be doing it 3 times, and then a small cutscene will play saying, "Hey, you already saved these guests. Save someone else." And okay, thank God we were able to do it. So just got to mash click to get through all the dialogue a second, so don't mind me. In the actual run, sometimes they apparently allowed. Well, we had allowed a auto clicker, just because some people didn't want to have their wrists die. I mean, I enjoy having my wrists die from clicking so much, since I'm good at it.
Yeah, that was some serious mashing on that mouse click.
Yeah. Sorry if the mouse... I mean, the mouse will stay alive, hopefully. I haven't ruined any mouses yet. So, a thing about this game is, we can't actually, we shouldn't normally be able to go into any rooms with any other, like, people around. Now we're waiting for that guy to leave the room so we can actually enter it properly. Because we want time to progress here. Because while we're in a room with someone else, time doesn't progress properly. And in the person we're about to save is Belle, best girl in this, obviously. Okay, it's gonna yeah. And she like the save trigger to be able to actually save her. You have to wait till like about 3:40 ish. And we can only turn the time to like 4 p.m. exactly, or, 4 p.m. or 8 p.m. So it's one of those ones we're gonna use this part of the run to just nope, don't. We're gonna use this part of the run to actually travel over to where she is.
Right. But then we're gonna need to wait basically till 3:50.
Yeah, due to just like the optimizations that I've managed to like pull in this run. Of just all the movement I need to do, of getting from basically one side of the hotel to the other, We weren't able to do a round of Made RPG. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. We can try to do some live character creation right now if you want.
God.
I've got dice in my pocket. Like we
Maybe
can do
if
this.
someone donates like $100.
Yeah, if someone donates $50, we'll do live character creation of Made RPG during this run. If that's sure, it's fine.
They look like they're fine with it.
Yeah. They look like they're fine with it.
Yeah, I think worried face means fine.
Yeah. Worried face means fine. They were just like, oh wow, that sounds like so fun. Are you sure you're able to do that during the run? Yes, we'll be fine. Don't worry. I've got lots of dice in my pocket, and that's not a euphemism for anything. Cool.
So
Yeah.
How many people have we got to save?
I briefly showed it. There are like, so this one, that one. Some of them like show up in twos as well, like the ones we just showed up a second ago. So we're still okay with time-wise, yeah. So I'm looking at that clock, in the corner of my thing, rather than 5 minutes in, which is amusing. So here, normally when you're doing this character you'd have to watch this person go into this secret passageway door, but now we just know it's here. And yeah, we're pretty good for Zed.
And that's because of the New Game Plus, so we just know how to get through the
Yeah, we know all the
already.
things already. It's going to actually be a little bit tight, I think. It's not good. Well, we should be fine still. I've just got to go over here and pull this lever. Yeah, no, we should be fine. Come on, just get over, please. Yeah, okay, we're fine. So, now we just have to wait for this. Eventually, she will, the fish tank in there will try to take over Belle and then make her, do an unfortunate act, causing her to die. But don't worry, water will come in and blow out the candle, so it's fine. We didn't get to see the cutscene of it actually being saved, but next we just got to click through some more
There's
dialogue.
another cutscene where they're saying, "Hey, you've already saved this person."
Yeah, that's basically what all these will be.
Because we're in New Game Plus, we've basically already saved everybody.
Yeah. The next one is Clay and Trinity. This is like, there's the tutorial person of Sixpence, but this is like the first one where like you're in the mansion and you've got to go save everyone else. The reason, and so it's actually really easy to go do them, so they don't leave any like time triggers. You can basically, as long as you do the like 2 things that you have to do for it, you can save them whenever.
Right.
All I need to go to is go to this one room over here. Punch in these codes to activate this security camera and go down to the security camera room and switch around some of the feeds. Oh, I turned it off again. That's too many clicks. There we go. And it's on again.
Too much click spam.
Yeah, man, too many clicks per second. But yeah, this one's the shortest save during the one. After this, there is a bit of a risky strat. I can go for music. I'm not sure if I should go for it. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? Should I go for
I think risky strats. I want to see world record.
Okay, let's go do that then. Okay, so we saved Clay and Trinity. There we go. So the slightly riskier strats is basically it's just a very, very tight timing window. The next person we're going to save is like the musically opera themed person. We need to take a we need to get a music disc. We're going to set our position to somewhere else just to be ready for the next people we're going to save afterwards. And then you know, actually try to do the thing that saves them. So we just need to be optimal with. There you go. Okay. It's all like really precise movement, and also like there's the slight thing of if you aim at like the corner of the door, it kind of like works a little bit better, which is really odd. So like I'm aiming for like
Yeah,
a
and he
corner trigger.
snaps
Yeah,
to it.
yeah, it's kind of nice. Rather than like them fumbling around of just I'm trying to
Yeah.
get through this door. Nice. Okay. So go up here. I almost went straight up the stairs for a second. I did not was meant to. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and Z. Okay, so we've set our save point. If we don't make it in time, we just reset the day, and we'll come from this point, which will just be a lot easier. It's just less like we'll have to wait a little bit for them to finish their piano solo. Okay.
Yeah.
We got a sepia vinyl record over here. Yeah. Cool. Nice. So how are you looking at the game so far? What are you thinking of it?
It looks pretty cool. It's a lot more supernatural and spooky than I thought it would be.
Yeah, very much so. The reason why it's called the Sexy Brutale is that's the name of the casino in the in the mansion. Okay, we're actually like we might make it. I'm not sure. We'll see in a second. So there's the thing I had to do, and there's a point where he like finishes solo and then listens out. If he hears that in time, he'll go to over here. Okay, so we're gonna go over this door and we're gonna listen to. Well, we'll just do this. If he's going over that way. Sweet. Okay, we've got the timing.
So we got the difficult strategy.
Yeah. When I was trying to do it in practice, I actually never managed to do it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
so we got
it's
it
nice,
in
yeah.
marathons. Really good job. Nice.
Cool. So, and essentially, how we solve this thing is he's going to play a solo, which eventually leads her to go die. Well, the person to die. Well, we just lock him in the closet, so he can't go and do that.
That's one way to save someone.
Yep. Okay. Next up is Sixpence. After this, well, not Sixpence. It's the Thief and the Brawn, or whatever their actual names were. I can't remember. What's the question? So the character order is still fixed in a blind play. When you're playing through it normally, they make you do it one at a time, and they give you new powers as you progress through the thing. So you do kind of have to go at a single time, but you can visit most of the mansion all at once, and it's very amusing, like watching different characters and seeing like where they go throughout the thing. So come on, press the thing. Thank you. And we're actually gonna go up here onto stage because we're going to try to waste. We want time to pause while we're able to like travel over to this area. Just so we can make this timing a little bit easier, because we want to go over here and turn on this power switch to turn off the circuit breakers. So essentially, the thief managed to get himself trapped in one of the in like a big room, and the ceiling is going to trap and fall down onto him.
Right.
But we're going to pull these power switches, and he'll be alright. Don't worry about it. After this, we're going to make abuse of like the actual New Game Plus features, which basically means there's one mask you get at the very end of saving your character's wife, and her special ability is the fact that you can go through all these different like mirror portals to teleport to different areas in the game, so you wouldn't normally be able to travel through these sections. So instead of traveling to the area to save Sixpence normally, which Sixpence is the tutorial guy now, so we actually only have 2 people left to save.
Wow.
So this run's gone really quickly so far. I hope I haven't missed anyone. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I'll just triple check in a minute. Yeah, cool. And some reason we are meant to go into that room. It's taking a minute to actually load into there. So this is the secret spooky area, and this is the basement underground. Yeah.
Oh, right. It does look spooky.
Yeah. There's a whole puzzle down here that we just don't need to do in New Game Plus, since it's not involved in actually saving anybody. Sweet. The thing about Sixpence, the tutorial mission, is you see him get shot at the very beginning, and he's like, why did you do this? And then it shows you his journey throughout the day and how he got to where like he is, and then it flashes back and shows you the journey from the perspective of the killer. And so it gives you a nice little idea about this is how you actually like go about trying to figure out solving the game. I spent like a good maybe 6-9 hours playing through this on my first time casually, and I really just adored it. I'm waiting for him to leave the room. There you go.
Right, yeah.
The mask is like fiery, and that's why I can tell, you know, there's someone still in the room. Yeah, and I really just adored this game. It was one of those games I was like, I really want to finish this. I'm staying up all night playing. Yeah, cool. He just left the room. I'm being a little bit like overly cautious. Like I could have viewed that a little earlier. So we've saved most of the guests so far. I know we're only 14 minutes in, which is halfway through. It's just because the last guest, we still have to do like the main story to save the last guest. So we're gonna have to actually sit through that cutscene, unfortunately, which is it's the longest like cutscene in the normal category, the normal any percent. So it's gonna be a fun experience. You get to see the plot unravel.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So is it? Oh, one thing I didn't do. Okay, so I'm gonna lose a little bit of time on that. I was meant to set my clock to one of the clocks that were over in that area, and I just completely missed doing that. So
some extra movement.
So yeah, unfortunately, I have to actually travel back over to where I was there, which is time lost. That time loss alone probably means I'm not gonna get any sort of like world record new times with that like time loss. But hey ho, that's okay.
Yeah, not world record in marathon.
Yeah, I mean, don't you hate it when that happens?
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I think it's 25:10. I think's my record at the moment, or something of that line. So, feel free to like pay attention to that. I mean, we'll mention when like it goes and all that sort of thing. So, yeah. I was actually thinking about the category more recently and wondering if I should like cut off some of the like cutscene at the end, because technically, like if we're trying to just save all the people, there is a section, you know, we don't. What's the words I'm trying to use? If I should cut it off at the like, here's the last action to save, or the last action in the normal run. Because I've done it as just like the last action in the normal part of the run.
Sorry to interrupt. Can I remind the viewers of some incentives?
Oh,
for the
go
next
for it.
game?
Go for it. Yeah.
Cool. So next up we have Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 Garden Ops, and we have some incentives to decide what the map choice is for that, and those options are Aqua Center, Boney Island, Sandy Sands, Time Warp, and Z-Tech Factory. And if you would like to choose what map that Cording Water plays on, then you can donate for that. Currently in the lead is Z-Tech Factory at $10, and in second place is Aqua Center at $5. So if you would like to bump any of them up into the lead, then feel free to donate to us, and thanks for watching.
So essentially, what's happening right now is there's a at the very beginning. Okay, so here's actually me having to click through some text normally. You know I got it perfectly if you can't see the text box come up.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Like most games, it's like, you know, the text appears when you mash.
No,
but in this game,
no, literally, you can click the text boxes as fast as you possibly can. So this is Lucas Boone. Here's just to tell you some. Oh, should I tell the story? I mean, I'd love for people just to play through this game casually and just enjoy it. Essentially, this is the owner of the mansion, and he regrets something he does. I mean, you can read the text now, so it's a little bit like. Yeah.
a little bit spoilery.
Yeah,
you know.
so hey ho. We have the this person on the left is the antagonist throughout the story, and the person on the right is the person that's been helping us through
They've been appearing whenever we save anybody, right?
Yeah, they are. The bloody lady, or the bloody girl, as she's named in game. So essentially the issue with this is we have to watch the whole sequence of him, like his day and him dying, and then we have to wait till a certain point, like I'll tell you when, again, because they're going to make us like play this day over and over again, trapped in this one clock tower, and that's basically the Final Evil's big plan to try to go. So we have to wait till about this point after, again. Yeah. I've been pretty happy with this run, honestly. Like, there was that small error of movement that I made earlier, but I was happy that I was able to make the music room timing, because otherwise I would have to just sort of reset the day and walk there normally.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. You got
Lucas,
that.
Ah, fun. My Lucas. Oh no.
Oh no. The clock tower. Speaking, it looks like.
Yeah, it's fun. Well, I mean, it's her.
Is it her?
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
it's the bloody girl, yeah.
It's the red text. Yeah.
Right.
My beautiful mansion. I will miss you so dearly. You are also a gamble, and not one that has paid off. This house is always, no.
Dialogue.
Dialogue. Oh no! Done.
What was that?
Oh my God! No, not like
No.
this. So, just to like recap over the people that we've actually saved. So, Sixpence a second ago. The two at the very two starting people. Then afterwards it's Belle. Then after you save her, you go on to saving the music lady. And then after that you go into saving the people at the theatre. And finally Aurorum and Thanatos at the end there. And then finally it's this section. So, well, after Thanatos and things, you go to the basement. But we can skip that essentially since it's not actually sell. Oh yeah, by the way, things have gone badly.
It does look like things have gone badly.
Yeah, I don't want to explain the story too much because like.
I like how everyone on the upper level is just like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you have to. They're watching on.
I guess this
and then he's going to click and reset the day. Of one fun thing about this run is everything sound-wise is like music, like programmed. So at 4, you hit. The Sixpence gets shot at 4.
Mm-hmm.
That means at 4, no matter where you are in the mansion, you'll hear a gunshot.
Yeah, that's cool. So everything is happening.
At like around
the whole time.
5, you'll always hear a bell toll. At like 8, you'll hear the lights will go off, flashing. What is this game? No sound. Please write it down. No sound? Is things okay? I can hear the sound. Everyone in chat, please let me know if you can. I'm waiting for him to go in, bring the bomb into this room, and then leave again, and that's when I can actually go do anything. And in the meantime, I can mash 3 and rotate between the 3 things I have here.
Amazing.
Yeah. You eventually get like items throughout the runs that stay with you. Some items you pick up disappear, or most items you pick up disappear. Like those records. That record I picked up for the one. Yeah. If I reset the day while having that, I'll lose that record.
Right,
Oh,
I see, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah. Good to hear. I'm glad. Heavy. Yeah. Gosh. Yeah. So this clock we get at the very beginning. The very first person helps us solve it. Then after that is the lighter. We eventually pick that up when we go to the theatre, which helps us light any of lights. So we can actually start going down there now. And set the clock to this. Oh, okay.
So now we've Groundhog Day back to the start of this cutscene again, but now we can do stuff. Is that right?
Oh crap! I might have please let me get there in time. I'll be worried if I can't. Okay, thank God. And then I reset the day. I worried for me a second because I accidentally double clicked, and so it pulled us up again.
If we'd missed that, we'd have to watch it all again.
We'll have to watch that little beginning part at least again.
Right.
So we reset the data over here, and to save this person, all we gotta do is just grab those pliers over there and cut the wires.
Easy enough.
Easy. Because it was a big thing of just using the one mechanic of setting your clock to a different clock, like the clock on the bomb. Is the big whole idea, and then the big man sends you down there, and this happens, but then people say nah, stop, mate. We don't need to do this anymore. And we can have a proper actual conversation with some of the guests, because the whole gimmick is that we're not actually meant to be in the same room as anyone else at the same time. You're only meant to be an observer.
Right.
Oh, and the bloody lady is actually pregnant.
Oh wow.
I mean,
okay.
I didn't want to explain that plot point story, but
But it just came out.
Yeah. I mean, well, she's right there, so it's hard to not tell. This is the big grand reveal at the very end. I'm skipping through all the dialogue text, but he pulls off his mask, and he's actually Lucas. Plot twist, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But here's where it gets really saucy, because the antagonist is going to pull off his mask.
Oh,
And he is also Lucas, and
what?
last but not least.
Oh yeah, they have the same heads.
Yeah, they have the same like head shape. It's he's the younger, is the
And
middle, and finally,
I wonder what's gonna happen.
we're also Lucas.
Everyone is Lucas.
Everyone is Lucas.
Well, you don't need to play this game anymore now.
Yeah. Sorry, I've spoiled the whole thing. Yeah. Lovely. Yeah. Okay. I'm definitely not going to make the record, but we'll be underestimated. Now that's good enough for me, honestly. I'm happy with that. So, and these people, by the way, they're also all Lucas.
Who were those people? Did we?
Oh yeah, I suppose you never saw any of
We
them.
never saw those people.
Those are the waiters and people throughout the guests, you know,
Right.
who were all like killing the people. And he's also Lucas.
Yeah, I'm
But-
seeing a running theme.
We're all Lucas, yeah.
Is the
So
running
here's
woman
the one
Lucas?
one of the last actions I have to do in the game. Of I've got to press no to like rewinding the day, because you could say like, do you want to rewind the day? If you say yes, you have to do that all again. If you say no, no, I do not want to restart the day. Thank God.
That's good.
Time
good,
save.
Good time save
Yeah,
there.
that isn't. Yeah.
Saves by like 3 minutes or
I
whatever.
mean, well, I mean, that's a bit more than 3 minutes. Like
Oh,
it's been
really?
like 10. It's like 8.
Oh my god.
So we pick up his mask and we gain his powers of, you know, having a heart attack and just like, no. We're able to duplicate ourselves. Whoa.
Oh my god. That's why
We're all
there's so many
Lucas.
Lucases.
Yeah. There's more behind it. But now they're all going off to different locations in the mansion and saving all the guests, all the things at the same time. So we'll have a nice little flashback to all the things that we just did about saving
wow.
guests. Yeah, I know. It'll be delightful. So we have a sixpence here. We put the blank bullet in the gun.
Yeah, that was for the tutorial guy
Yeah.
that we did right at the end.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I know, it's fun. This is for the casino, so we changed the camera, so he saw the camera. We poured the thing on that, so
Yeah.
they didn't get mind control possessed. We locked him in
We
the
locked
closet.
him in there.
Locked him in the closet.
Saved.
Yep, save. we pulled this lever.
Saved.
Beautiful. I look forward to it. And we also put the arm on and pulled this lever. If you notice, that's the first one I actually pulled during my...
Yeah, I was
Yeah. And not last but not least, we snipped these wires.
Yeah. Nice little.
Yeah. Time will
montage.
be coming up some point soon. There'll be a ding, one more dialogue box I have to go through, and as soon as the credits appear, that's when time goes. Okay.
Okay.
We have to wait for the to end.
That was great.
Thank you, I appreciate it. There's that one dialogue, and
That was amazing.
I was worried for a second there. Usually that doesn't take that long.
Wow, that was intense. That was an intense run.
Cool. So yeah, like only a minute and a bit off world record. That's pretty good enough for me.
Yeah, pretty
Happy
good
with
man.
that. Always underestimate.
Nice, good job.
Yeah, it's a delightful little song that you hear. It's nice. In the normal 90% run, you actually just have to listen to this song as a part of the required run.
Oh, right.
Do in the music section. They have a little solo. But yeah, thank you for having me. That was my last run actually playing in the marathon. Who knows? I'll probably die for a little bit, like go to sleep for maybe a few hours, skip the Sonic block. Sorry.
So you've slept for like 2 hours since the
Yeah,
marathon
in the
started?
last like 48 hours, I've probably had like 4, 5, 6 hours of sleep maybe. Yeah, fun. But yeah, that's the Sexy Brutale, and I hope you enjoyed all of that. Thank you very much. Into the next one.